good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Last session. What happened?
Nothing.
You all entered Svarog, the fire giant capital in the Smolder Peak Mountains. And you all witnessed this strange masked advisor walking with Duke Gerudo with the hammer of the first forge at his side. And you saw that the masked advisor continued deeper into the city towards the Duke's hall. However, the Duke turned around and headed deeper into the city. You managed to encounter some mines, some Azers. They look like dwarves, but they're really just kind of mockery of dwarves, brass-skinned fire statues, more or less. But a sentient race that they were slaves that were basically the slaves that were watching over the other slaves in the mines. You fought a bunch. You managed to spare all of them, actually, and you convinced them to use their hatred against Enziri and against Afridi to help your cause and not murder you, and actually escort you through the city. After you met Cromog escorted you through the city, where you made it to the Forge, which is where you believe perhaps Anlin's mother Esselin was. You made your way there, skipped a whole lot of business, and did not get stopped by any of the fire giants on the way to the forge. But however, you spent some time looking around, and there were hellhounds here, and they managed to sniff Annulin out as if they were looking for her. Yes, because she's stinky. She's a stinky old
Please no
clump.
fan art.
Please no. Please no fan art of Stinky Annulin. And two fire giant blacksmiths attacked you, and you managed to slaughter them as well as many hellhounds. However, all the slaves with their strange molten manacles, they started glowing red hot. They were scalding, and they were writhing in pain as you heard a rumbling and a great lava worm with Enziri on top holding Estelin Mossgrove, Annulin's mother, a scimitar to her throat, threatening all of you. And her demand was that you would all enslave yourselves and basically make yourselves her property. And after some deliberation, Orpheus himself decided, he told you all that he had an idea. And he basically revealed what he had learned from Enziri's sister, and revealed the fact that she had been fallen in love and been tricked by an evil wizard who enslaved her, and she was robbed her vengeance by him dying a happy, peaceful death of old age. And so she is seemingly, she's motivated by her hatred of humanoids and wanting to get revenge, and so that they may suffer how she did. And it was as this seemingly stunned her. And he was able to approach her, and with a small magical orb that he had seemingly had Sylvie's sister Evangeline steal for him when they were at Gullhaven, encapsulated Annulin's mother, threw it back to Annulin, but not before being completely engulfed in flame, sacrificing himself. Before Enziri flew back on top of her worm and dove into the lava, also seeing that the magical shackle that had controlled the detonating armor and the detonating chains had also been destroyed, losing her power to remotely torture and kill the slaves. So seeing her victory, she left. And so that's anything else that happened? I think that's it.
Yes, yeah.
Are we surrounded or anything? Like, well, I forget where we
I will discuss.
paint the scene for it. Thanks. Thanks for being the DM, I guess.
Thanks.
Why don't you do your fucking job, you know?
Yeah, the one that we pay you no bucks to do,
Yeah,
Mike.
no bucks.
The
Daddy,
no bucks. That's why they pay me the no bucks, everyone. You all are standing. A relative quiet has come over the forge, besides the flowing of the orange molten metal pouring in from chutes and flumes in the ceiling of this great forge. The hissing and popping of the magma in the ravines to the outsides. You hear the whimpering of slaves that have just had their shackles burning hot and singeing their flesh. and you hear the faint rumbling of the great worm burrowing away. As Annulin, you hold what looks almost like a small bead of force, and in this strange magical ball, you see a tiny version of your mother, Estelin. You can see now her face was covered in soot, but there is definitely blood running up and down her body and her very simple, dark clothing. But it is very clearly stained. Her eyes are looking up at you, wide, shocked, not sure what just happened, and a little woozy from having been thrown in such a tiny form. However, all you see ahead of you are the bits of ash and smoke where Orpheus had been mere moments ago. What do you all do?
We're not like in mortal danger with.
You don't seem to. You look around and you hear as you see a human heave herself up on top of one of the casts, and she looks around and almost expecting some kind of alarm bells to go off. And you do look and you see there does seem to be some sort of alarm system stationed, a series of heavy gongs and bells, but it does not seem to have been triggered.
Well, this is really good, because Orpheus got his powers back, you know, because he just disappeared in smoke and stuff, because he's got his powers back. And, I'm just gonna go collect some of that dust, because he got his powers back.
Gods damn it! Yeah, there's nothing. There's no body.
No, because his powers are back.
No.
Mom?
We can't bring him back. We can't bring him back without a body.
There's nowhere to bring him back from because he's magic now.
Damn it.
And so he probably went back to the elemental plane of fire somewhere.
He died a hero.
He didn't die.
The chicken foot can't bring him back. We can't just use it.
Shut up.
I will slow.
No. You don't need the chicken foot because he's not dead. Shut up.
He is. He's gone.
No, you're gone.
You saw what happened to him.
No.
There has to be something that we can do. There has to be. Maybe not now in this immediate moment.
You know, his hands were real quick, so even though it looked like she did something, he did it because he's magic. I knew he would figure out how to do it.
I'm gonna walk over or like rush over to where there is ash.
You rush over and you hear a groaning dwarven man, and that same small goblin that you've seen. His goggles now, he pulls it up over his head, the clear, relatively clean green skin popping out from the sooty darkness that had covered his face. As they all turn and look at you as you sprint over to the edge of the forge. You look down and you see about a 40-foot drop to a flow of magma. You see a bit of crumbling rock where this great worm perhaps had burrowed out from. And you see towards the edge, towards the massive footprints where the bare feet of Enziri had disturbed, a pile of cinders, ash. Not much.
So there's nothing left. Like not even like a scrap of clothing, nothing that Orpheus may have been holding. It's all just nothing.
Make an investigation check.
I have no idea what my bonus is. Hold on, I'm sorry.
It's real good.
D&D Beyond.
I'm
sorry.
While he's doing that, I want to look around. Is anyone like in our immediate vicinity like hurt or
Characters?
So, yeah, you look around and you remember you had a great battle and all of the slaves had bolted. So the closest one is probably about 20 feet away.
Thank you, Nimitz.
Thank you so much.
Everyone, thank you for the
Thank
sub.
you.
It's a sub. 3 months. Thank you.
24.
Nimitz.
Vanis, you're poking around in Rodek, and you see how as these humanoids, all of them, start to stand up, some are kneeling, some are on the ground, but you see that there's burn marks around their necks, their wrists, as it's hot and scalding, but they don't seem to be in grievous danger. They all have hollow eyes, very emaciated forms, and they look tired. They can't really believe what just happened. And they're all looking at you, and they're whispering kind of back and forth to each other. And Annulin, you look down and you see that your mother is just staring there, holding her hands clasped together. Her long wood elven ears going past her head, and her hair, you had remembered it being so long and flowing and beautiful, cut incredibly short, no more than a few inches. As...
They Cersei'd my mom.
What was that?
So they Cersei'd my mom.
It's your imagination. Well,
She could be a bitch now. Cersei was a bitch before they cut her hair.
she's staring up at you, and her eyes are filled with tears, and her hands are clasped, and she can barely believe, and you see her mouth move, but
I hear her.
you can't seem, it seems to be enclosed in this. And you get the sense there's probably some sort of timing element to this device that you have before it releases. You have experienced similar items in the past.
I'll just kind of put like my finger on the edge of it and just, I love you, Mom.
She reaches up, and it's a very surreal experience to have your mother be small, and you had just dealt with a tiny, diminutized Orpheus, and to see your mother in the same state reach up and place her tiny hand up against the finger, no more than a centimeter of force magic separating your flesh, and she just looks up, and you see the mouth of, as she presses up and waits. You poke around, and it just seems to be ash and dust. And then you see there's something. There's a little bit of charred something. You reach down and you pick it up, and it seems to be a bit of burnt leather. You see some bit of stitching, and it seems to be just the remnants of a torn juggling ball. Burned away, almost entirely black. And that's the only bit of more than just scraps of ember and ash that you find.
I'm gonna stand up with this piece of leather in one hand and my rapier in the other, and just kind of like turn and address the humanoids standing around and shout at them. If anyone here is still aligned with Anziri, we will give you one chance to change your minds. If you don't, you start paying for our friend's life with your blood.
Now, hold on, they've been through a lot.
You hear a low murmur that seems to be very nervous as they all kind of begin to kind of crouch down and are peering, and none really seem to speak. And you see as one figure steps forward, and a tall figure, a low, wide jaw, two small tusks, very faint, light grayish skin. This seems to be a half-orc, wearing almost nothing but just the leather shorts that he has, massively muscular, as he spits blood coming out from a broken maw where he perhaps had his face beaten in multiple times. Fucking Ziri. And he steps back.
Then you're with us, and we're gonna get all of you out of here as quickly as we can.
I'm gonna go up to Sylvian and put my hand on her shoulder.
I just want to make sure you got the part where I said that I was collecting Orpheus's ashes, right?
Oh yes, yeah. And then so you run up and you manage to scoop it all up once with Vandris, and you manage to collect all of it.
Wow, there's a lot of this vanishing powder that he had.
And I'm just gonna shovel it into my pack.
I gotta save every little bit of it for when he comes back so I can give it to him.
We should probably make sure that they get somewhere safe.
Oh,
All of these people,
okay.
they're not slaves anymore.
How do we get him out of here?
Is there like a place that would feel safe based on us walking through here?
Nothing that you had passed would account as something that you would consider safe. No safe haven. Perhaps besides the mine that you had just been in and convinced the Azers to join your cause.
If we can find another way out, then maybe we can get everyone out of here quickly. But they can't come the way that we came in. There's no way. They're not in a proper state.
We'll have to climb all that way back up. You're right.
There has to be another way out.
All of you, do you know, is there somewhere safe you can wait while we deal with Anziri?
And are there more of you?
You look around, and once again, there's some hesitation. The half-orc has looked around. Nowhere's safe. Not in this city. Not when she has that worm, she can get anywhere. And her hounds. He looks around. It's hopeless.
How do we stop her?
What do you think I know? I'm her human cattle. I spent 3 years in those shackles. And now that I'm free, I don't have anywhere to go. And it's at that moment you feel a heavy weight in your palm, Annulin, as you see a flash of light, silvery light.
I'll try to just drop my hands down.
As your hands drop and they spread apart as your mother, Estlin, immediately grows to her appropriate size and drops onto the ground. She actually catches herself on her feet. And she looks at you. And you don't remember how tall your mother was. But in this state, after experiencing everything that you've been through, she looks so much shorter and smaller than you remember. And you're not sure if that was just your perception or if that's how she'd always been. And she reaches up and she places a hand on yours. Annulin!
Mom, are you okay?
I'm fine. You look awful. Have you been eating?
Do I really look that bad?
You're skinny, all skin and bones!
I grew a bit, it just hasn't filled out.
You look like you've been through hell. And who are these? Who are your friends?
These are my best friends. I've been traveling with them for forever, and they helped me get here to find you.
Are you wounded?
She looks down, and you can see that beneath her leather clothing, there are strips of flesh that seem to have been peeled off in various segments. That her dark tunic is stained with blood. And despite all that, there is a level of resilience to her face. She's at the very least pretending as if she doesn't notice it. Oh, I'll be fine. I thought you were dead for sure.
No, I wasn't there. I was out in the woods when they came. And you were gone when I got back.
Give me a hug, Annulin. And she
gingerly.
She leans up and she gives you an incredibly tight hug. And despite her frame, the hug that she gives is incredibly tight, and there is a strength to it. And you get the sense that the year, 2 years plus that she had been working in this forge, in this foundry, has changed her incredibly. And
as we hug, I just want to just hold her and cast Cure Wounds on her.
You do that. Cast Cure Wounds, and as your hands glow green as the magical energy swirls, and you kind of hear as she holds you tight, but ignores the pain, as the magic swirls around and begins to close up her wounds slightly.
Do you need me to roll, or are you good with it?
I would say just roll just to
Okay,
see, if
cool.
you wouldn't mind. And she continues to hold this. Oh, where's your friend that did the trick to save me? I want to thank him.
Oh, yeah, he's a sorcerer again, and so he poofed into dust, and he's probably on the elemental plane of fire collecting some kind of amazing magical thing that's gonna help us save the entire world. Hi, I'm Sylvie Flickerwicket. It's nice to meet you. I'm a gnome.
She looks at
I
you.
am Orpheus's best friend in the whole world, and he is mine.
16.
16?
Yeah.
Thank you. She looks at you, and she steps away a little bit. She turns rather from Annulin, and she kind of leans down a little bit. Aren't you just the cutest? Forgive my manners. I'm Estelyn Musgrove.
Hi, Sylvie Flickerwicket, gnome, bug possum.
I can see you're a gnome. We traded with many.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me like I was a little baby. I'm not. I'm a gnome.
You're as cute as a little baby, ain't you? She reaches down and squeezes your cheek.
Yeah, actually kinda am sometimes. I've got fat little toes. You wanna look at them?
I'm gonna take my boots off and show her my toes.
Do you see? My pinky toe's the fattest of all of them because he broke it when I was little.
Little beans.
We'll have to play 3 Little Piggies Winter Market later.
Oh, okay. How do you play that one? Do you want to see 3 piggies?
And I use Major Illusion to give 3 piggies on the ground.
Mom, these are my other
You
friends.
got some very fun friends.
Yep.
This is Rodek.
My name is Rodek, and I've heard so much about you. I'm so glad you're safe, and all of these people are safe, and we may need your help to learn about where we should go or what we should do.
Now you will need my help.
Mrs. Vandress.
Vandress Truestrike, it's a pleasure to meet you finally. It feels like we've been looking for you forever, and your safety is our number one priority, so I'm glad you're safe.
Oh.
Excuse me?
What?
Oh, he's cute. Is he a boyfriend?
Oh, no,
It's not the right time.
it's not like that. I'm sorry.
not.
I'm flattered, but it's not like that. I'm sorry.
He pooped his pants on a date once, and once Annulin found out about that, she would never go anywhere near it. Totally.
That's true.
I'm sorry, our friend just passed away, and we're all in mortal danger.
Stop saying that. I will punch you in your big old dwarf ball sack.
Unfortunately,
And not even softly.
what Sylvie said was true. And normally this would be a bit more joyous, and I am very glad for your safety, but...
He's also kind of old for me.
Excuse me?
You're just a little older than I am.
I'm only 125.
That's a wee bit old, lad. You're older than I am.
Yeah.
I'm gonna live to be like 700 or 800 years old. I'm in my
You're
prime.
102 years older than me.
You
And
can't
I'm the
argue with
most
that.
mature one of the whole group.
You just got some time on me. You're more experienced. Well,
It's a pleasure to meet you.
That's true too.
Estelyn Musgrove.
Annulin's
It's a
right.
pleasure to meet you.
He is more experienced. He fucked a chicken in the Shadowfell.
That's true.
with age comes experience.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to talk to moms.
I am so sorry for all of what's happening. We've been through a lot.
Did your friend who saved me, is he really dead?
No, he used this, and I grab like a bit of the ash. He used this invisible darkness powder to go to some other plane of existence.
We don't know is the answer. He's
No, I know.
not here, and that's all we really do know, right?
And we know that he's a hero. And I'd like to honor his memory by doing what we can to save you and everyone here, because we're not out of danger yet.
That's right. We need to get out of here.
What do you know about the layout of this city? Where can you all stay while we take care of things? Is there anywhere?
Do you think that I'm going to let you all run off and die when I just got my little Annie back?
We're not going to die. We're going to kill Anziri, and we're going to come back unscathed. We've done it before, we'll do it again.
It's true.
Yeah, because we've killed an ancient black dragon and a death loa, and also we did kind of beat Orpheus up when he was like a super powerful sorcerer and took all of his magic away when he was trying to release chaos on the earth. But then we made best friends with him, and we've done all of those things, so Anziri's like totally nothing.
Well,
Also, Annulin almost died to rats that fell out of a wall. What? I don't know how to talk to Mom!
rats?
I know.
Really?
It was a very long time
It
ago.
was. I've gotten so much stronger now. And my bow is very helpful to me.
Now that's a bow. May I see? And she grabs it and just effortlessly pulls it back and begins to inspect it.
Oh, so cool.
Where did you get this? This looks... May he rest in peace. This looks even more skilledly crafted than Hayborn's.
So you were there and you saw it?
Of course I did. I've been hammering away for years waiting for the day that I could get revenge. But I guess, even if I don't get to, at least my daughter will.
I will.
And you hear a voice. Estelin. And you see the same half-orc standing, looming behind you. I assume this is your daughter. This is a touching moment, but we need to know, did they get any information out of you? No. I didn't tell him anything, honestly. I think the fact that you all came here is the only reason. They didn't torture me to death.
Information about what?
Well, and she looks around, and the half-orc steps up a little bit and says, are you sure we can trust them? Of course we can. They saved us.
Trust us about what?
Stop.
We...
I am so sorry.
It's fine.
I apologize.
It's fine. It's fine. Hangris, myself, and a few others were plotting for years for an escape, for an uprising. They finally got wind of it, and they took me to Jailer Thorgrim, and he has his ways. So many of us lost. So many plans foiled.
Well,
But he didn't break me. He didn't break your mum.
never could.
No, he was getting close.
That's such a mom thing to say. Oh, I love my mom.
Well, what was your plan? Maybe we can still use that to get you out of here, all of you.
Well,
He was getting close.
we had found out from some of the slaves that were working the mines that they had accidentally broke through to a tunnel. They weren't sure where it went, but it had to go. It was going down. And down and out. And we had been stashing our own supply of weapons. And that we'd been keeping in the pens. And I wasn't sure when, but whenever Anziri was locked away one night in the blast furnace doing whatever the hell it is she does, there would have been one night that was right to start cutting throats, stabbing out eyes, kill all the giants, and get ourselves out of here. But you all need to get to Anziri. I heard things. She is unhinged. She's going to do very bad things. She's going to kill everyone, even if it takes killing herself to do so. And she looks back, and you see the half-orc, apparently named Hengris, step forward, and he says, "Estelin, what do you mean?" And she says, Come, let's all sit down. You all look like you need a bit of a rest. And is the kettle all shut? And you can see that there are already a number of no longer slaves, of humanoids. And you see the large stone door. Sylvie, it looks familiar. The huge doors were that one blacksmith who had collapsed and been thrown to the hounds. The very same from your scry. Weeks ago, months ago. As they are barring it up, and you see as there are some certain grates as a little burst of fire, and then you see a dwarf run in with a spear and stab into it, and you hear a yelp and a collapse as you all manage to find some seating around the crates. And I'll change the music here to be
more apropos, you might say.
just to get back to the business.
This music's great.
It's ambiance.
It's my favorite song we've ever played.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's see if this is better. There we go.
It's from the Robin Hood film, right?
It is, but I think it was also used for hamster dance.
Men in Tights? No.
No.
The Disney one? Oh.
She... There, outside of the blast furnace, which is her private sanctuary. It's a place that's older than even Svarog, than what the giants did. And Ziri set up the torture chambers right outside. So while she was working, she could hear the screams of the prisoners. And she's been getting savage lately. So many of us. She looks around and she kind of extends an arm. There were so much more of us just a week ago. So much more. And she's trying to hatch something.
Aye.
In the blast furnace.
We know.
You know?
She's trying to hatch a phoenix.
Are you sure it's a phoenix and not a phoenix or a phonics? Because depending on how you spell it, it could be any of those.
I've always heard it pronounced phoenix, but it might be a phonix or a phoenix.
I think it's probably phoenix. Phoenix.
Where is this tunnel that you found?
Also, I'm also hungry. I haven't had food in like 4 hours.
I haven't had food in 3 days.
Okay, cool. I didn't know when we were challenging each other. I'm just saying, I'm also hungry.
I'm Hangris.
I'm Angris.
No, that is my name. I just told you my name is Hangris.
And I'm telling you, I am also Angris. God, rude.
I'm going to go rally the others.
Yeah, maybe have a Snickers.
And he stands up and walks away. And,
He really was Angris.
Wait, Hangris,
and he turns, yes.
you said that you were hiding weapons and stuff. Is that something you can get to? I think anybody who can hold a sword should arm themselves until they get somewhere safe, until they're out of here.
Well, we're lucky that whatever happened outside drew away almost all of the guards. We may be able to get to the stash in the pens. I don't know if these folk are going to be willing to fight, but I think we need to try. The city isn't cleared out yet from the giants, and I have not killed one yet. And that needs to change. I'll see what I can find. He turns around and walks off.
Well, sorry, go ahead. No, please.
Phoenix, is that why she's so obsessed with those feathers around her neck?
Is that the key to something? Obsessed in what way?
It's a prize. She strokes it. I feel like she talks to it. It's weird and creepy. She wants to hatch. It's going to be the glorious culmination of her plans, and it's all the furnace. It's that we've been slaving and killing ourselves, making weapons, and only a tiny fraction was actually going to the fire giant war effort, to arming anyone. As soon as they were forged, using Nziri's instructions, I saw it. They would cart them back up and feed them back into the blast furnace. And it would get hotter and hotter and hotter.
You are feeding forged weapons back into the fire.
Genie magics, no doubt.
We can't let her hatch it.
Of course not. And as long as she has that worm, she can get anywhere she wants in an instant. So in order to make sure that these people get out safely, and we get Nziri where we want her, we put that egg in mortal danger. She comes running right back.
I think that she might be there now. I think when I was, I hate to say it, rescued from that vile Thorgan by Nziri, she said that she had work to do and that she would be back, and it was almost time. The time was close for something, and to not let anyone through.
Well, either way, I don't think she's going to leave that egg unguarded, and at least it will give everyone else an opportunity to get out of here unaccosted.
I agree. After we finish our rest, we should try to mobilize and get going. We can meet her at the blast furnace if you and Hangris can take the others to the tunnel and just stay safe for just a while.
Well, we can't do that. You still have so much city to go through.
Would you join us?
I think all of us. We've been planning this for years.
If your plans haven't been spoiled completely, and there's still some remnant of a rebellion left, then take up arms. Join us. Well, I mean, we won't let you fall into danger, especially you. We need you alive.
I think that once we allow them to rest, we can raise the spirits. We can have them take up arms and get our own revenge.
That's right.
All right. I won't take that away from you. Of course not.
But anybody who's too weak, they should stay back.
Aye, only those who are strong enough to wield a weapon. But if you've been plotting this and you think we can help, I just want you to know that we've been through a lot. Annulin's been through a lot to save you.
You look terrible.
And we can't have you get hurt at this point.
You think that your ma can't take a fire giant?
No, he thinks that.
Why are you looking like you're agreeing with them?
I don't. I didn't exactly tell them, you know, that you did all the things that you do, the weapons that you make, and, you know, that you are stronger than me for sure, and I don't know, maybe you, I don't know.
You can fight.
I just really wanted to see my mom. I mean, eventually you probably could have gotten out on your own, but it felt wrong to not try to help.
Well,
And I helped.
there have been so many attempts, and they all failed, so maybe this one was going to be terrible too.
But you never stopped trying.
No,
That's what I love about you.
and the only reason they didn't kill me is because I was good at what I did.
That's right.
Well, we could use all the help we can get. I'm just saying, please try to stay safe, if you can.
Of course. And Angela, you and your friends, take a rest. And she steps forward and gives you a big hug. I'm gonna go catch up with Hangris and make sure he's okay and make sure everyone else is okay and account for everyone.
All right.
I hope that he'll get some food soon so they stop calling him Hangris and start calling him by his actual name.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever told me his actual name. And she's like, and she's like rubbing her chin, and she walks off as she heads in that direction.
So I'll sit down and I'll say, it doesn't feel right that it's this calm right now. Sure, we dispatched a few giants and a few hellhounds, but shouldn't there be more? Shouldn't there be more security, guards, something? She's seen us. She knows we're here.
Yeah, and it doesn't bother her because she's probably right now doing the thing that we need her to stop.
That's why we should rest as quickly as possible.
I think it's kind of a set time that we have to do it.
That's right.
But I agree.
I guess a watch pot never boils, they say, but I can't help feeling that way. I don't know what she's up to, but
Well, I have some theories.
what are your theories?
Oh, just some of them.
Do I know anything, just with my kind of crafting background, my artisan knowledge, does it make any sense to feed like metal back into a fire, or is that something completely foreign that I've like never heard of?
I would make a whatever check that would be. Intelligent history plus proficiency.
Okay, that's a 24.
Oh. I would say it would make
Mulligan.
no sense, but I think that probably from what you had talked about with Orpheus on your travels, it would make no sense in a standard kind of crafting situation. But you know that the Afridi are famed, renowned blacksmiths, and they have incredibly magical metallurgy, and there is probably an element, a magical element to that, and they're probably, when used, perhaps weapons forged by the designs of an Afriti or an Afrita, or forged in a certain way might have magical properties that could be used.
It's almost like she's forging this phoenix. I don't know
Yeah,
anything about that.
exactly. To be a vessel for the soul that's inside of her feather necklace.
What?
Yeah. So, before Orpheus went to probably the city of Brass is where I'm thinking he's probably at right now, schmoozing someone. God, he's going to get himself locked in another jar. And then we're going to have to go play Noppin and get him out of another jar. Anyway, that's a problem for future Sylvie. So he told us the whole story, about how she had the guy that she loved, and then all that stuff happened. And he made it seem like she didn't still love him, but like she totally does, because if you know anything about love, then she's like wackadoo too crazy for him, and he died of old age, right? But he was like a wizard guy, you know? He was reading all kinds of books and stuff. What if he found some way to lock his soul into something? I don't know, like a feather necklace that she talks to on a regular basis, and now she's trying to forge this body to reborn his soul into a phoenix, so he's like way more powerful and real awesome, and that's why she's so crazy about it, because if she doesn't complete it, then she loses his soul forever, and that would make anyone who's in love go completely nuts, you know what I mean? And so that's probably what's happening right now.
We learned what a phylactery was.
Yes.
Because of
In those
Yes.
terms.
Yep.
Like, we...
Like, I don't think that he's like a lichy thing or whatever, but I think that he found a way to put his soul in the necklace.
I mean, it's the same principle, though. I mean, if you're right, it's possible, right? I mean...
Why would she still hate humanoids? Why would she still want to kill everyone? I mean, maybe that's possible, but it seems... I think she's just
you
lost her
say
mind.
she wants to kill everyone, but like, this entire place is filled with humanoids, and they're not dead. Like, at least for me, you know, if I wanted to kill all humanoids, when I saw one, I would like just kill one. I wouldn't like use them and stuff and have them around and like let them talk to me.
Well,
I would just like kill them.
when we kill her and we stop this egg from hatching, we'll take the necklace and we'll figure out what's going on.
Well, why do we have to stop the egg?
Why do we have to stop? Because someone, I can't remember who, pardon me from a meta perspective, said that if this thing were to hatch, it would be catastrophically world-ending.
Well, I thought maybe it just needed a bit of
No,
money.
it's not like scramble and legs. It's like so much bigger than that. So we should kill it.
It's as big and deadly as the dragon turtle.
I was gonna say that we should hard boil it, but that's kind of how it's being hatched. So
They made it sound as if this thing hatches, the entirety of Avantris will just be burned to a
it's
crisp
like,
instantly.
It's gonna hatch, you know, like the egg's gonna crack, and all of a sudden it's gonna come out, and it's gonna go explode, and then everybody's gonna die.
So I can't keep it?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Okay.
You know, we've given you a lot of aminos. Like, you have a lion. You have the bunny that we never feed. You also... Fuck, Rich. You also have Sunny and Scramble.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I saw you eyeing a chipmunk on the way here, so...
I just like to talk to him a little.
Well, you don't want to tell people that who don't know you. But you know
I'm
it's
just
fine.
telling you.
I know, I'm just telling you because you said it
Fine,
like...
alright,
You
I
said it
didn't
with a
keep
lot
it.
of gumption, and that's the kind of thing that could get locked up.
And I left butterscotch back at our house, so she's fine.
Uh-huh.
I swear. Dot my pocket. That poop's old.
I know that feeling.
And I take like a big hardened piece of my pony's poop and drop it on the ground.
It's the worst.
How did we get involved with this group? Why?
I don't know, and I'm very anxious right now, and everyone seems weirdly calm.
What are you anxious about?
That all of this will be for naught, that she'll destroy everyone.
Well, the entire reason that we came was to save Anulin's mom, and we did that, so I don't think it's for naught.
She's not saved yet. None
I
of
don't know
these
what you're
people
talking
are.
about. She just walked away.
If she summons or hatches this phoenix, we're all dead.
Okay, so then why are we sitting here talking about phoenixes when we could be working our way over there right now?
She's right. It's time to get a move on.
Do we feel rested in the short variety?
I don't need a short rest. Fuck that. Let's go.
You feel like you probably, if you continue to kind of make sure you rest and recuperated, that you could get a long rest or a short rest shortly.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely use hit dice, so we gotta fucking...
Yeah, you feel like you need a little bit, probably a little bit more.
We gotta hang out for like 10 minutes tops. I need a breather.
Oh, you're still winded, lad. Hold on, don't get up.
Do I still have 10 hit points? Where did that come from?
Orpheus's ghost shows up.
10 hit points from
He's not dead, Mike.
the speech. I gave you 17. If you haven't lost all 17, you will
I
still
think I
have
just
them.
have the 10.
Well, you may have lost 7 of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you took 7 damage, you'd be down to 10. Sweet.
Yeah. You'll have them until you take a long rest.
Orpheus ghost shows up and says, "It was me that told you about the phoenix being a
That's right, that's right. I couldn't remember who. I should have realized it was him.
There's no ghost. He's not dead.
I wish Orpheus was still here.
Well, he'll be back soon, I'm sure. I don't know how long it's going to take to get from the plane of brass. I don't even really know how far away it is, but once he's finished getting whatever he needs to get there, I'm sure he's going to come back.
Welcome, Rudderville.
Thank you for the follow, Rudderville.
Thank you.
You believe he's still alive?
What do you mean? Of course he's still alive.
How do you know?
Cause we literally watched him transport to the plane of brass, like, right in front of us,
Why do
so...
you think that it was a plane of brass?
Well, I don't know. I just figured because Ash, if you're going to teleport somewhere, like if I teleported to the Feywild, then all would leave behind are like pretty leaves and stuff and like real cute things and flowers. And if I went to water or something, that all of a sudden it would just be like a waterfall. And so if you went to the plane of the elemental fire, it would be Ash.
Well, then I guess all we can do is just wait for him to come back.
Mhm.
Right? Rodick?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's fine.
I know. I saved all of the ash in my pack so that if he needs to reuse it when he comes back, thank you, the fish daddy. So if he needs to use it when it comes back, then I'll have all of it there ready for him.
Right.
Either way,
All we can say is that we're gonna miss him. Oh, he's gone.
No, he's a little butthead, but I'll make sure I tell him that when he gets back.
That's right.
well, are you feeling all right?
Yeah, never better.
All right. We should go.
How scared are you right now?
Not even a little.
Yep. I'm hangry.
Well, you know what he always says, right? Like his catchphrase or
What?
whatever.
I put my pants on a date.
That's not
No.
exactly my catchphrase.
No, the other
It
one.
could be, though. It'd be really effective.
I don't think that would really strike fear into the hearts of my enemies.
I don't know.
When I'm going in for the bounty, it's...
Someone who's just gonna shit the pants, I think that could be actually pretty intimidating. Like, I don't give a fuck, I just shit my pants.
I'm not gonna try it. It's not my thing.
You could do that, though.
I could, but I'm not going to.
Okay. Have you ever peed in the snow?
No, I don't even think I've ever seen snow.
If you saw snow, would you pee in it?
I wasn't, but now we might. I might try
I've
that.
seen snow. haven't we?
What?
We have not
Snow.
seen
Not as a
snow.
group, no.
Really?
But now that you mention it, now you've got the idea in my head. If we get the opportunity, I mean, you come from where there's lots of snow, right?
Oh,
Maybe I'll pee in the
Lots
snow
of
when we go
snow.
visit Rodek's home.
and ice.
That would be really cool.
Well, we'll start with the giants here. We'll kill them all, and then we'll continue onward. North.
I don't want to kill any moles, but I'm okay with going to find the giants and killing all of them.
So we have to get to the blast furnace.
I just don't understand that train of thought. We'll find all the giants, then we'll kill the mole. What does the mole have to do with anything? Also, when did you see a mole? Annulin?
I see moles all the time, but I'm usually looking for them.
Okay.
We're actually not that far from the blast furnace. Correct?
Esselin comes back at this point and
I
says,
kind of assumed she was around.
she's like a waitress is like, they don't need any refills yet, but
I'll linger.
How's everything going?
yeah.
Is it okay? Unless you're P.F. Chang's and then they don't even bother to make the lap.
Jeez. Fucking shade. Ha.
Well, there's still a bit of city left. I don't know, where did you all come in from?
On some roofs, out of the side of a wall.
We came from
There's a lot of roofs.
We came from the Duke's Hall in the mines.
I have never been inside of the Duke's hole, even once.
We came down, there was a mining shaft or something. What's that called? A mine shaft?
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
A mine shaft.
You know about stone, maybe you should tell
No,
the story.
I've done a fair bit of mining.
Well, I thought that would be a good idea too, but then he went and told your mom that he was digging around in the Duke's hole.
I think he said hall.
God damn it, Andy.
Just going out on a limb here.
Why do I speak anymore?
I'll try to be your translator when I can.
Thank you, Vanders.
Sorry.
So
Yeah.
anyway, it was up high, and we came through there, and we landed on a roof, and then bug, and we came down from a roof. Very quietly.
Well, not really quietly at all.
Well, all of us were quiet except for
Rodak.
one.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find a way out. The Hangris and Dodorio are trying to rally.
Who's that?
He's another one of my co-conspirators. Isn't that cool?
Oh.
Isn't your mother-in-law? She's a
kind of
a spy and a
gang.
conspirator.
That's nice.
Isn't that kind of cool?
It's very cool.
Thank you.
My mum's in a gang.
It's not really a gang. We're like freedom fighters. Anyways. I talked to someone who had heard that they did some scouting around up ahead, and there are a few fire giants. There's a good number of fire giants left in the city in the direction you're heading. I think that Nziri, whatever she's doing in the blast furnace, she wanted to keep it a lot more guarded than the rest of the city. She was pulling forces away, and after the new white robe, the new white robed advisor encouraged Duke Grudo to split the army and march off to war. She was loaded for bear.
Well, we can take care of giants.
Yes. Absolutely.
I'm not worried about it.
We didn't expect resistance outside or towards the path to the blast furnace.
I don't think we have time for just you five to go. We need to rally all of us, to make our stand, to get our revenge. And we'll handle all of the fire giants that are there. You can all get to Nziri.
You can all handle them. You can fight them.
If they all decide to fight. And she turns around, and you all look out, and you see that all of the individuals now are all kind of sitting around in this large area. There's probably about 45 of these slaves that have been all brought around, and you see Hangris and a few other individuals bringing out these large bundles of leather-wrapped weapons that seem to have been stashed away. They're covered in soot and dirt, and they're dropping them on the ground, and you see some of the half-used weapons and the blacksmithing gear, and they're just chucking that away. But a lot of people seem to just look at the weapons, and they look just tired, and there's fear in their eyes as they look at it. And Esselin looks at all of you and says, I don't know if they have the courage, but I do. I'll fight with you at least.
Andres, maybe you can...
I think I actually can't use it until I have another long rest. But let me check.
She was so inspiring to all of us
I
when
know,
we got here.
I know.
I thought it was every short rest or no.
For inspiring leader, I think it's a long rest.
Yeah.
It's a feat. But it might be short rest.
I can only choose up to 6 people though. So it's like, I mean, I can give like us another like temp refill, but I won't be able to like inspire
They might
the
listen though and
masses.
give you some
I wasn't ready for this. I didn't well, I need a minute if I'm gonna do that. Just talk amongst yourselves for a moment, please.
Someone just cast Legend Lore.
Excuse me. And she's like, I'm sorry. And you see that actually that they managed to, you see that there were some crates that had been reserved for the giant blacksmiths, where they had kept some food for themselves, some booze, and they are destroying them. They're heaving out packets of meat and bread and food, and they're passing it all around, and they're ravenously tearing apart this food. And you see that some of them are kind of bandaging up the burn marks around their wrists and ankles and the like. And Esselin looks at all of you, and she says, I think that maybe if we give them a few more minutes, they'll be ready. I mean, we've been planning this for so long, and so many of us were lost in this plot.
Well, then give him the time to eat. I'm sure that tastes good, right? all the food that was withheld from all of you?
And as you say that, a lot of them are like, as they are scarfing down, and you see that some of them, you see that the slain hellhounds and the two fire giant blacksmiths that you had slain, they are just like stabbing them with spears and swords, and it's getting pretty crazy. It seems like there's a lot of just kind of confusion. Some are still over at the kennels, so kind of just like poking and stabbing the hellhounds over there, and it seems like there's a little bit of rowdiness going on here.
Listen up, everyone. I said listen up, everyone.
Annie, you can do better than that.
I don't...
I'll screech out like a what was the bird? Chicken?
Tamaka?
Tamaka. I'm gonna do a Tamaka screech. Stand up on like a thing and Tamaka screech.
Okay. Make an intimidation check at advantage.
I hope this isn't terrible. I'm not very intimidating.
20!
20. And it echoes through as this loud screech emanates, and it echoes. You hear the rumbling, a bit of soot and silt kind of falls from the ceiling as all of the humanoids in this place look at you, and they all start kind of all congregating together, the full mass of them. And you see Estelyn kind of pump her fists and say, "Now that's my girl! Now, you all listen! You lot listen to her! She and her friends saved us!"
I'll kind of start to blush and sort of like cover.
You got this one?
I'll try, but feel free to step in.
Oh, all right.
Okay. So, as you know, you've all been horribly tortured for quite some time. Some of you maybe longer than others. But that stops today. And, so stop wasting your energy on things that are already dead, because there's more for you to kill. And, it's gonna feel better when it bleeds when you stick it.
All right, I would have gone with something more like a metaphor of a new day with the sun rising and then there being a new dawn.
And
So,
with that, Vandrus, you feel a hand on your back and push you out. Get out there, pretty boy.
Well, all right. Yes, as
I'm gonna
my
tuck you up on the box with me and kind of stand behind you.
But as you look around, they all start to be like, they all starting nodding. They feel like they're getting there. They're getting there. Can you make a persuasion check at advantage for me?
Sure. I'd be happy to.
13. Well, as my good friend Annulin here was saying, you've all been through a lot, is what she's trying to say, and I know that everything that you've gone through has been awful and brutal, but that ends today. I know, and I've always known, that if I try my hardest, I'll be rewarded. And I believe that applies to all of us. It doesn't matter who you are, if you work hard, it pays off. And just think of it. This is the beginning of a new life. We must not give in. When the dawn comes, tonight will just be a memory. Just like the others, a new day will begin. And that day begins by all of you taking up arms and joining us in the fight against Enziri. So what do you say?
I'm gonna
Aye! And I'm a thaumaturgy and as loud as I can. Aye!
You hear Estelyn say, "Oh, nice job," and she then leads and nudges you, Annulin, and says, "Bring us home.
Oh,
Bring it home.
let's go.
And we're gonna kill every last one of them, and everything that we have been dreaming about for the years here. We are going to do tenfold everything that they've done to us. This is the day we're free. What do you say? I would like you to make both persuasion checks at advantage for me.
It looks like I could take a lesson out of anyone's mother's book.
14.
14?
You said persuasion?
Yep.
Yeah, 14.
19.
19. And I gotta roll for us. That's a natural 20. A natural 20. It's like, well, I wasn't sure if you were good with crowds. I just wanted to see if you kids were fun. Anyways,
that was fantastic.
Immediately, everyone erupts into cheers. A little bit of trepidation, and you see that the weariness, the pain, the fear, all seems to melt away as they all begin to start pulling out arms. They have axes, spears, swords, as they are all starting to arm themselves. Humans, dwarves, elves, goblins, orcs, all variety of humanoids are grabbing weapons, arming themselves. They've all been brutalized by these giants, by Nziri specifically, and they all begin to rally and cheer, and they start to chant. And then suddenly you hear a gong, gong, ding, 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 ding. As
that might be the alarm.
As you hear the loud stomps and barking of hounds deep from within the city. And you also hear some stomping coming from the direction that you entered. As you see Hangris pull out a huge black steel axe, and he says, "They are going to regret the time they made me craft this." And he's going to say, "Here! 10 of you, come with me!" And he immediately turns around and bolts in the direction that you all entered from. As he turns around, and you can hear them all beginning to cheer as they all start running out. And you hear the rumbling and cheering, and you see Esselin. She pulls out a very, very, very long but elegant spear. And she puts it over her shoulder and looks at all of you and says, "Well, shall we go?"
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Aye.
And immediately you all bolt together and start sprinting. And you start to rush out. And I feel like we need some kind of like music for this.
They're genies. You just put that on.
Good lord.
Please, Mr. Mickey Mouse, don't come for us.
I don't even know what to play
I'm
here.
like this. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh dear.
Can your gin do this? Can your gin do that?
So, with that, you hear a crazy roar from the crowd, and they all begin to join you. 35 armed, angry, shouting as they all join you, and you hear war cries. As it's the four of you, and Annulin, your mother, is right at your side as you begin to rush. You hear the gong of the gong and the tolling of the bells. And I'm like, wait, what's that thing? Oh, it's a gong. And the tolling of the bells as you hear the rumbling. As you're running, you feel the ground, the mountain all around you starts to shake, and you see a bit of a fire giant building fall off and collapse as the mountain begins to shake. However, you see 3 fire giant guards, not heavily armored like the soldiers that you had seen, but but they have great swords and hammers as they all rush at you. But however, before any of you can do anything, they are immediately consumed by a wave of these freed slaves as they are yell out and groan and fall to the ground as they are repeatedly impaled and stabbed. And you continue to rush on your way as the blood from these fire giants pools out and coating your weapons. As you all begin to fight, you all rush. You make your way down a great tunnel. You see it veer off into effectively 3 different directions that you killing fire giants all along the way. You probably about 8 have been killed by the time you reach to this point. And you look down to the far right, and you see a grand highway going out into the mountain, exiting the mountain, but it's not the main gate that you had seen. This seems to be a back entrance. And you hear a great rumbling from the other side. But there is no time as you continue on your way, as Estelin leads you, and you see a great workshop, a great assembly, a refinery. You fight through, pardon me. You fight through 15 fire giants killed. And you see some freed slaves manage to get knocked down, but they are all saved. You have not suffered any casualties yet. They are not used to fighting. You get the sense that these are the ones that were the keepers, the jailers, the torturers, and they hadn't fought in a long time. And even though that every fire giant should take their combat prowess seriously, these were the ones that were loyal to Enziri for the most part, and had gotten lazy and lax and liked to torture and torment weak and helpless individuals. And in a real fight, you fell them effortlessly. You see that there are large carts of weapons ricocheted or tipped over and cast out as you begin to disrupt whatever plans are going on. And you see now, as you continue on your way, you go through a workshop where great machines are partially assembled. You see a refinery, and you make your way, and then you see a grand hallway to the mines. And similar to the one that you had seen where you had met the Azers, but this one is far larger and seems to go far deeper. And as soon as you round the corner, you hear the sounds of battle. As you all turn the corner and you see a large shape slam down in front of you. And it's with that you see more miners and a slain fire giant killed by pickaxes. As soon as the exploding shackles that had been on them, they seemingly had taken their strength to numbers and risen up against the foremans in the mines. And as soon as you all arrive, however, you all feel a incredibly violent shake around you. I need everyone to make a strength saving throw.
That's not my best roll.
Strength, you say? I can say that.
Oh, and I roll a 19 for a total of a 20. Yes!
I roll an 11 for a total of a 22.
Okay, don't brag.
You would if it were next.
I know. I'm always like, oh yeah, I got a 44 on stealth. No big deal.
17.
Okay.
I got a nice hot 7.
Woo!
Okay.
Love it.
You all shake, and the sheer shaking of everything around you feels like there's a horrible earthquake. Sylvia, you fall to the ground prone. You are knocked down. The rest of you manage to hold your ground. Many of the slaves collapse, and it is shaking very, very violently now. And Estelin stops and surveys the remnants of this battle. And as it begins to shake more and more and more, the ground, all you hear the rumbling, and you see another bit of massive fire giant architecture crumble behind you and collapse. As Essen looks around and she says, "Oh no, she's gonna bring down the whole city at this rate."
Is that a worm? Is that what's causing this?
I think it's whatever she's doing in the blast furnace. And
she's trying to kill everyone. She can't survive this either.
She looks at you and says, "That's what I'm afraid of."
Well, there's no time to lose. We have to get in there immediately.
And you see as many of these the free slaves meet the ones that had been the mines with the forge, and they immediately embrace, and they are hugging each other, and they are handing weapons out to these individuals. And Esselin says, "Right here, down in these mines, is where the tunnel is, where they found it. We can go this way. It's just the torture chamber's just around the road up there. I don't think we have time, and I think that with Commodore, his hellhound, we'd probably all die before we brought him down."
This is the jailer, you mean?
The jailer,
When he
Thorgan.
tortured you.
Yes, he's the one who is the most loyal to Nziri of all of them. He's stopped serving Grudo a long time ago, and he was rewarded with an especially fiendish hellhound with 3 heads.
Well, don't you worry.
And I've seen it torch so many of us.
We'll take care of it.
No problem.
So wait, so they're pointing into the mines.
They're pointing in the mines where she's going to lead them, and then right up ahead, continue, is the torture chamber, which is then the blast furnace is right past that.
Right out front of the blast furnace.
Get to safety. You've done everything you need to do. We've gotten here in no time. We will kill the rest of them.
And besides, what's another hellhound? As I do like a little bow.
Just another one. Add another one to the list. Well,
It's gonna be alright.
it will. It will. You're going to save all of us, right? You're going to save yourself, right, Annulin?
Of course.
Aye.
I haven't died yet, as he likes to say. None of us have.
Not yet. And it won't be today.
Well, when you kill that son of a bitch, give him an extra one for me. And you see that her spear is bloodied. She got the killing blow on at least 3 of these fire giants, and she's very satisfied. And she starts kind of waving the entire troop, and they're all stopping, and they're thanking you, like, "Thank you so much. I don't know what I would have done. I wouldn't have lasted another week." As they are thanking you, as they're all being led. And it's not long after that Hengris and his 10, all in decent shape, some wounded. They've all survived, however, and they all join the group. And Hengris stops as he is getting ready to leave the mines, and he looks at you and says, "Thank you. I thought I could do this myself, but I'll take all the help I can get."
Thank you for your help. And keep them all safe, please.
I will. And little one, I got something to eat.
Oh, good. So what's your real name?
I already told you it was Hengris.
No, that's just what you're called when you're hungry and mean at the same time.
Maybe you have.
I'm always mean, and I'm generally always hungry.
Well, Hengris, it's good to meet you.
He reaches down.
I'm still Hengris.
It's not nearly as much of a size difference as it is with Chief Kodo, but he's still a very large half-orc, and he kind of shakes your hand.
Ow! Ow! No, I'm kidding.
Dear God.
He jumps.
Oh,
Oh boy.
No, it was a joke.
good thing I wore my brown pants today.
Your pants always brown. They're made out of leather.
And he just nods, and he nods at you, and he stops at you, Annulin, and says,
Sorry, Rich.
"Your mother is the strongest of us. You come from good stock.
Thank you.
You'll be able to do this."
I think we will. I know we will.
Aye.
Well, on the other side, I'll see you.
Yep.
Good luck.
And
See you soon, Mum.
they all begin to leave, and then Esselin stops. And she looks at all of you, and she kind of looks at her bloody spear, and she's like covered in blood and battle and viscera from the battle, and she like tries to wipe it away.
You've never looked better.
This isn't very motherly, is it?
I think you're really cool. I'm so proud.
Annulin, I never felt very cool, and I didn't even know if I had a daughter or a son? How's Ronmir? I totally forgot about him.
I haven't talked to him
Mother
for
of
a
the Year
while.
award.
As far as I know, he's okay.
He's okay? He's happy? Why isn't he here?
He's busy.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I'm sure he's very busy.
Important stuff.
Oh, he's doing important.
Yes.
Anyway, I'll see him. I'll see him soon.
Yes,
And I'll see you soon.
I will. I'll see you so soon.
Thank you, all of you. And your friend. I'm so sorry that he died to save me.
What? No, he didn't die. I told you he's on the plane of brass.
It's all right. We're going to get out of here alive no matter what, and make sure you do the same. All right?
All right. Annie?
Yeah?
I'm proud of you.
Thanks, Mom. I've grown up a lot since you saw me last.
Barely recognize you. And not just because you're skinny.
I've always been kind of skinny.
You gotta eat more. Well, you'll eat more. You'll eat after this. Come here. And she leans up and gives you a huge hug. And she gives you a kiss on the cheek. And she steps back. And then she pulls out her spear again and says, all of you, give him hell for me. Give him hell for all of us.
We will.
Aye.
Understood.
Good luck. And she turns around and gives one last look at you and begins to run off in the other direction. As you hear the cheers and the occasional faint calls of battle down in the mine start to die down, as it sounds as if they are all leaving deeper into the tunnels.
As I turn towards the hallway with which we need to proceed to get towards the blast furnace, I'm gonna still have my rapier out and kind of start to walk and look over my shoulder at the rest of the group and say, well, the more I think about it, we still have a lot we have to get done here. We have to kill Anziri, we have to take care of the egg, we have to find Duke, we gotta get the hammer back. That's just the 4 things that I can remember. We have a lot we have to do.
The advisor with the mask and the white cloak?
Damn it, I forgot about that person too.
That's why we should get going.
I'm gonna wipe my rapier off and say, no time like the present.
Yeah, but before we go, I have something that's real important to say.
Of course.
Just in case I die at some point during this whole adventure, I just want you to know my favorite word is flume. Okay, let's go.
All right.
Flume?
Yep.
So
I'll write
be
that
it.
one down.
What's that mean?
Well, if you look up, you'll see flumes.
A chimney flume. It's like a...
Like a flume?
No, that's spelled so much more different.
I thought flumes had to do with logging operations.
I do too. It's like a log flume.
Now, of course, I've never been involved with any of that. I was always on the ocean, but...
You open a flume.
I don't know what a...
I don't know. I just remember hearing a god describe all the flumes in the air, and I thought to myself, I love that word flume. It's my favorite now.
Keep it close.
That's good. It's good to have a favourite.
You want me to fly up to one of those flumes?
No, I want you to keep the thought of the word and the emotions that it evokes close to your heart.
Okay.
Are we all ready?
Well, it's really hard for me to kill things when I'm feeling happy.
Well, what would make you angry? Say that you wanted to kill things. Like giants and hellhounds and whatnot.
Why are you looking at me?
Why don't you then ask me a question and the answer's you?
Oh. Well, can I help you get angry?
Oh my god, his voice is so great, and let's go. I'm gonna kill something.
It's teamwork.
We proceed to the blast
I started
forge.
sharpening my
Oh my
sword.
god, he's doing it again!
So, as you approach, you make your way up the winding road, and you see the marks from the large, heavy black steel carts that had been carrying dozens of weapons you had seen get dragged off. The footsteps of giants, but it gets narrower and narrower, as you would get the sense that a giant would have to move single file in through this area. As you see up ahead, two large, heavy metal doors, and it seems to be cracked open a little bit with that same kind of faint glow of that magma orange. But you hear a you hear a loud, grumbling laugh. Yes, eat up, eat up, Garmadar. This is the last bit until we find more. Until... You okay?
It took me off guard.
Thank God you didn't say farce.
This is a farce.
The pleasant balloon. That's exactly who it is.
The what?
The pleasant balloon voice that Mikey does all the time. Oh, look at those pleasant balloons.
Oh boy, that's meta as fuck.
Oh, well.
I'm sorry,
everyone.
I'm gonna excuse myself. Please continue. I'm gonna come back with him.
And you hear low guttural barking and gnashing and growling. It sounds like 3 separate voices that they all are tearing at flesh. And he says, but I am sure that Enziri will send another one for you to devour. Do not fret.
There are some pleasant balloons. Look at the pleasant flumes.
Sounds like everyone in Cursive Strahd.
Fuck off.
Hello, Ski.
I hate you. I'm canceling Curtis Strahd for Sunday.
Oh, God.
We don't see him, we just hear him, right?
You hear him, yeah.
All right, should we approach stealthily and try to surprise him?
Yeah, it always works for us in the past, of course.
All right, I'll try.
Or can we stealth?
You can certainly try.
Oh, goodness.
The moment we round the corner or we come into contact with them, etc., I want to cast Greater Invisibility on myself.
Okay.
If that's cool.
You do that.
I'm not going to do it yet because I know how long it lasts.
I got a 25
so I'm
for
essentially going to do
stealth.
it right before.
So 25 for stealth?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a 22.
Oh, I should stealth. At 16.
If you want to roll for Annulin.
Sorry, girls. 13.
13 stealth?
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Okay.
Whoa.
Well,
Sorry, you were away.
you all begin to approach stealthily. Sylvie, you cast Greater Invisibility on yourself. And as you do that, you start to approach and everything seems fine. This hellish beast seems to be mid-meal.
Sorry, Greater Invisibility is like right before I think we're gonna fight.
Okay.
Because it's only a minute that it lasts. So.
Okay, got it. And you are all trying to creep up, and then you hear a... What is it, girl? Garmadar!
Pleasant flumes?
Good night.
I didn't do it that
Is
Don't go down the stairs.
in Cerebrus. Cerebrus.
It wasn't just me, right?
Do you want some fresh meats for my 3-headed puppy dog?
Just making me giggle.
Sorry, Mike.
So we're approaching.
Let's
We
laugh
hear
it all
those-
out. Let's laugh it all out.
Yep.
And... What is it, girl? And immediately says, oh.
Stop it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it was the
He's acting, Nikki. It's called
The
acting.
problem is he's done a voice similar to this, and I have all of the hilarious shit he's done rolling around in my head right now. That freaking funeral home thing outside of GexCon.
Well,
all his
thank
fault.
you everyone for tuning in to Legends of Ancestry, the last session that I ever run.
Oh, my fellow plumes.
All right.
I'm fine.
Are these the ones? Are they coming, the ones that she said would come? Well, you have our orders, Garmy. We must kill them, and then you will get to eat. And with a loud smash, fire erupts and the doors fly open as you see a massive fire giant with braided red braids and mustache as he looks at you, looming with a massive, what almost looks like a colossal metal and stone, like riot shield, but heavily spiked and glowing with molten magic.
Shit.
And on his left arm, and in his right arm is a black steel but crackling orange chain whip, and it seems to be glowing hot. And he says, "Garmador, time to eat!" And with that, we'll roll for initiative.
And I go invisible.
And you go invisible.
Hold on, so what's the dog's name? Garmador?
Garmador.
Kind of like Magmadon.
And what's his name again?
Magmadar.
Well, his name is Jailer Thorgan.
Jailer Thorgan.
Okay, you can get rid of all that shit. Don't flip the map over.
Nope.
Don't you flip it.
I will never dream of it.
Don't you know?
Michael.
I just want it to be known that there's now a clip of me getting you to leave. This is Nikki.
And you guys can put yourselves anywhere in here.
Oh, we're using old school Anulin. Wow, that's a blast from the
I
past.
know, right? She's so shitty.
So shitty, bro.
Shitty, bro.
Oh, dude.
Abby, my trip was fabulous.
I don't know how hexes work for Big Ben, but yeah.
It's fine.
We'll play it by ear.
Okay, 2025.
Oh shit, I didn't know.
Did I?
27.
Oh my god.
That's probably not.
Oh, wait.
Can you turn it up a little bit?
15 to 20? Anybody? 15 to 20? 10 to 15. What do you guys get?
Nine.
Jesus.
Nine.
So you guys in 6 rounds.
Yeah, sorry.
Who's going first? Anulin?
Yeah, Annual and Rodek Sylvie. What'd you get? I got a 7. Oh, I got an 8 again. Wish we could split up initiative.
18 plus 9. If I could share some initiative with you.
If you give me some
Can you guys
initiative
place your
now.
minis?
Heels on the
you can
ground,
do that,
comrade
sorry.
is found.
We're all here, right?
Yeah.
Walking into the flume.
9.
27, you said?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, I rolled an 18 plus 9.
What's your call? Almost beat you. Okay.
Sorry, why does my name card have scribbly scroop all
It's
over
math.
it?
It's math. Have you ever heard of it?
Read a damn book.
It's scribbly
It's
scroop.
math. Also known as Scribbledy Screw.
Scribbledy Screwball.
It's math, loser. God.
Okay, Vanish, you're
Okay.
up. As you all enter, the doors fly open. The flames, you're able to duck out of the way of the flames. However, it seems to have been burst from the shield, and you see a sickening torture chamber ahead of you. You see iron maidens. You see torture racks. You see cages. You see a kennel for this massive dog. And you see that this hellhound is this thick black fur with orange flames. Its eyes are wild and fiendish. It looks like it is of fire, but it looks incredibly fiendish and hellish. A remnant of cleanly picked bones and body parts in one pile next to its cage, and a large table of torture instruments. And you get the sense of probably one of the exact very tool that he used on your mother, Anulin. And with that, Vanish, you're up.
I'm gonna look over my shoulder and shout, "All right, I'm going for the big one. Get my back." I'm gonna dash at him and do this sweet little like dance around behind him and then try to stab him in the back.
Okay.
That's going to be, I believe, a
22.
Yeah, 22 to hit.
Hits.
Beautiful. Should I not worry about fire damage?
Probably not.
Okay. So I kind of figured, but wait. That's too many d8s.
Nope.
That's going to be 7, 8, 9. Plus 6 is 15. Plus 7 is 22. plus 6 is 28, plus 6 is 34 points of magic piercing damage.
30 points as he takes his shield and it looks like he's trying to get at you, but you are too quick and you stab into a weak point in his armor. He seems to be a lot more heavily armored than the giants that you slaughtered to get here. It seems like he was ready, and he has a special armor and weapons crafted by Anziri herself.
34
pierces
points.
in 34 points of damage. And he will, and it is Garmadar's turn, and with that...
Sorry. No, you're good. I'm a little bit in the way here.
With that, he looks and says, Garmadar, get them! And with that, she is going to move 40 feet towards the three of you. But a little off to the side.
Like here?
Yeah. And with that, you see all three heads open as as fire bursts in that direction.
Sorry, Yang.
As it's not just fire, but just this sickening, hellish darkness to it too. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex, you say?
Sorry, everyone.
20.
Nice.
28.
Passes.
12.
You fail. So I'm gonna roll.
I'm gonna yell out.
Don't attack her, okay?
That's your beat. Actually, you're probably not going to take like anything. Because you get resist.
Well, if some of it's necrotic.
So I'm gonna do the necrotic first.
Of
Touche.
course, it's fucking necrotic.
10.
Touche.
10, 17, 19 points of necrotic.
Okay.
If you failed, and then half if you succeed. And then fire damage is 10, 15,
Oh, don't forget
18.
the 17 temporary hit
18.
points
Hold on.
I forgot that all I
from
did.
my speech.
So don't tell us what you're doing yet until I add that.
The initial one or the one?
So
that-
17.
No, again,
Oh, you got
just cap
So,
up to
yeah,
max of 17.
19 necrotic.
So
It doesn't
does
stack.
Oh.
No. So just go to
So
17.
8 damage. There we go. Perfect.
And then 19 necrotic, and then 22 fire damage.
So 11.
And then half if you succeed. So both of those.
Oh.
And then that's quartered for you.
It's quartered for you because you're wearing the necklace.
So 9 necrotic, and how much was the fire?
And then you're going to take half of 11, 5. So you're taking 5 fire damage.
16
9 and
total.
5.
Yeah, we took...
Or
11.
sorry, 14 total.
Cool.
9
And
plus
that
5
is going to be her turn.
Don't attack her, okay?
I'm going after the big one.
Yeah, please. Rodek,
Yeah, all right.
you can't see me, by the way.
Oh, all right, all right.
Just reminding you.
Oh, it's the fucking giant's turn. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Yeah.
I thought it was Rodek's turn. Or Angulin's turn.
We just leave, Mike.
I just fucking...
He starts walking down the stairs.
Fuck you guys. And with that, he's gonna go for you and Vanders as he whips around and whips his chain up, and he's gonna be disadvantaged attacking you.
Correct.
Teeth.
This big guy.
That's gonna be an 18 to hit.
Fuck. Yeah, alright. I'm going to uncanny dodge this hit.
It hits. It whaps. It flings around you.
Whaps me in the
And
face.
it's gonna do 1. Oh wow, this is a lot of damage. Let's see how much bludgeoning damage this is.
Looks like it's a cut it in half. Is it one attack?
This is one attack for now.
Okay.
11, 13, 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright, so I'll take 10.
As you are now grappled within the chains.
Oh,
and then he
Double
takes his
yikes.
shield and it ignites in fire and he smashes it into you.
That's
Thank
it.
you so
Regular.
much.
Not disadvantage.
Thank you.
That is going to be a 14.
To hit?
Yep.
Wow,
And
misses.
you manage to dodge out of the way in the chain. You're all wrapped up, but you still manage to get out of the way. And with that, he is going to move. He's going to move and drag you with him. Probably 15 feet closer. Right next to the dog, actually. Put him there, and he's going to put you right next to the dog.
Like, put me, like...
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Man.
I have a new snack! And with that, Angelin, you're up.
Ooh.
I'm going to step a smidge over, and I'm going to whisper, this is your time to shine, to the little bow that could. And I'm going to fire 2 arrows.
Oh, I've been loving killing all the giants that we've been doing.
Oh yeah, I forgot, because we skimmed through that. Actually, bonus action first, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on Big Feller.
And he's damaged.
Big feller Jim.
Okay.
Going back.
So 28 to hit.
28 hits.
Misses.
And 16 to hit?
16 misses. Blocks one with the shield, but one does strike true.
Okay. 19.
19 points of damage as he takes that.
And does he get knocked?
Oh, he's making a strength saving throw.
Yes, he does.
As you say, I love killing giants! And with
Me
that,
too.
and he gets a 13. Wow, I rolled
fails.
really shitty. Yeah, with it turns into another ball with like a fist of force and knocks him down. And he collapses. Vantage, you are yanked down onto the ground within the chains.
Get up, Andres!
And you hear the growl and the slavering hounds, one of the heads directly over you, dripping this sickly saliva on top of you. With that, it is Rodek's turn.
All right.
What's it? Do you have the saving throw? This
It's
I think
15.
it's
15.
Yeah. I will make 3 attacks. Advantaged. 2 threes
Wow.
to start.
Wow.
That's probably going to miss. That's a 14.
That misses.
A
That'll hit.
27.
That hits.
And a 20.
Misses.
So it's 21. Wow, that's
His
fucking
AC
crazy.
is 21.
He's like armored to
Oh,
fuck.
yeah, of course.
He's got a shield.
I'm
and
just
shit.
saying that's nuts.
It's
awesome.
insane.
We're going to make the first attack a wisdom attack, and I'm going to make my second attack a precision attack just to make it hit. Yeah. So it's now a 26.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Oh, yeah, that hits. Yeah.
Okay. So he roll these. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That's a natural 1. Wow, I'm rolling hot.
So he is now afraid of me until the end of my next turn.
Okay. That happens as you slice into him. He manages to block him with the shield, and as soon you run up with such fury and cleave so deep. What do you roll the damage?
26 damage.
26 damage. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. As you cleave into him, his eyes are wide. It's like, what? A dwarf is possible of doing this. And with that, it's Sylvie's turn. Invisible.
I am going to move towards the creature,
Yep.
the 3-headed dog, and I'm going to cast Charm Monster on it. Wisdom saving throw 21. And because none of us have attacked it, it's technically not, we are not in combat with it. Or it says, hold on, it says, where does it say? If your companions are fighting it, and we are currently not fighting it, I would say. But you could roll with advantage if you deem that.
It doesn't
we
matter.
are
I got
not
the same
fighting.
roll anyway. It was 2 11s. Let me hold on. Let's see what I get for plus wisdom.
Negative.
19, almost.
Ooh.
Wow. Almost 19.
Holy crap.
And so then invisible, I'm going to say,
You know, I don't really think that you should be doing this, friend. We'll play rock, paper, scissors after that, but until then, you should really either get yourself out of this or help us fight it.
and it's friendly to us.
Okay. Make an animal handling check for me. Despite it being a fiend.
Whoa.
Animal handling, you say. Where is animal handling? Oh, there it is. 19.
19. Okay. It looks and blinks, and its eyes look around as this magic washes over
And
it.
my invisibility fades.
And it drops, and it's looking around, and it looks confused, but it doesn't seem immediately hostile to you.
Oh,
So
no,
it's-
it doesn't. A charm monster is not concentration.
Wait, is it friendly to just you or friendly to all of us?
Because that is important.
still gonna bite my head off.
It says the charmed creature is friendly to you. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you. That's what it says.
So it's friendly to you.
So just
Yeah.
you. So it
Still
immediately
gonna eat
ignores you, and but it does seem to be docile a little bit with that animal handling check. And with that, it does seem to take heed in what you're saying. Vanish, you're up.
I have a series of questions.
Yeah.
Can I attack from a prone position?
Yeah.
Really?
You're just grappled.
Can you attack while grappled?
I think you're
If I stand-
attacking prone.
Okay.
Right.
He's also prone. If I stand, am I spending movement? Yes.
Yeah.
Does that count as moving? I'm spending movement, but I haven't moved.
You're not prone.
You had said
that was flavor. That was flavor. Yeah, you're not
then never
technically
mind.
prone. Yeah.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah,
All
you're
right, then I'm
technically
good.
not prone.
Then ignore
Sorry.
all of my series of questions. I appreciate the flavor. I am going to, having been wrapped up by this guy, he's prone. The grapple make me attack at a disadvantage?
Nope.
No,
Nope,
so I just
move.
have advantage
Yeah.
on the thing.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm gonna stab the big giant in the face.
Yeah, you do that. You give advantage. He's prone.
With my elven accuracy, I'm going to re-roll one of the dice, since I have advantage on the roll. That's going to be a 24 to hit.
Okay.
It's pretty good. That's going to be 10, 19, another 3 is 22, plus 8 is 30, plus 6 is 36, plus 6 is 42 points of damage.
42 points of damage. Okay. You stab into him, listen, and he's still afraid. You are wailing on him, but he still looks fine. He's a very hardy boy. 42. So that is.
What is the check to get out of a?
The escape DC is 16.
Is it strength or?
It's an action to get out.
It's an action to get out, but it's acrobatics or athletics.
It's an action to get out. Okay,
Correct.
okay. Never mind. Then that's going to be my turn. I can't move or anything. I'm good. I'm done.
Okay.
Thank you.
As it looks, it's very friendly to you, and the heads are like, and there seeming to be arguing, and one of the heads, the one on the left, lunges in to bite Thargren, while the other two see Vanus as a little snack, and immediately go to chomp him.
Disadvantage on me.
Yes. Bite times 3. That is going to be a 18.
Yeah, that'll hit me and I'll uncanny dodge it.
Okay, and that's going to be.
And then the next one is not disadvantage.
Piercing and piercing and necrotic. I'll roll first.
I think you can just roll. It's all the same. I think for me at least.
2, 3, 3, 5. Wow, I rolled really shitty. 3, 5, 11. 17 points of piercing and necrotic, and then fire is 11 points of fire. And then I'm going to roll 2 attacks against, or I'll roll another one on you, and that is going to be a 14. That's going to miss.
Okay.
And then he's going to roll 1 on the giant, who is, and that is going to hit.
Yes.
And he sinks the teeth in.
Holy
What are you doing? And with that, I'm going to just ignore the fire damage and do this.
Holy shit.
Between the necrotic and piercing.
And welcome, Shadow Vestige. Thank you for the compliment.
Hey.
9.
Welcome.
14. 20 points of piercing damage to big fella. Jesus Christ, he's getting torn up. Okay, with that, it is his turn, and he's going to stand up, and he says, I am tired of this! And with that, he is going to... he's used half... Oh no, I can just... doesn't use the movement. Got it. And with that, 30-foot... He is going to charge forward at you, Annulet. And you see his shield ignite into flame, and he's going to charge at Annulet.
So through us.
Through you.
Well, I'm gonna still get dragged, right?
And you're getting dragged. And everyone besides Sylvie, because you still have greater invisibility, right? And everyone needs to make a strength saving throw.
Damn.
Strength, you say?
Oh boy, I failed. I got a 12.
The 12?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rolling a lot of 11s tonight.
I'm not rolling well tonight. That's a 13.
13. So both Vanders and Rodek and are all pushed into a line to Annulin. So you're all in a line.
Did I have to roll one too?
Yes.
Okay, 10.
You want us to like this way
Yeah,
in a line?
right there.
Okay.
As you're all pushed forward,
Push me
as you
around.
ignite. And what do you get, Rich?
13.
13. Okay, that's okay. What do you get?
10.
10. You're all gonna take these this bludgeoning damage, and then he is going to make shield attacks on all of you.
Bludgeoning, you say?
3d6.
This is not good.
God damn, I'm rolling terribly though. 4, 5.
We do have a million
13
twists,
points of
don't we?
bludgeoning damage, and you are all prone.
Is it 13 or 16?
13 points, and you're all prone, and then he's gonna smash down on each of you with his shields at advantage because you're prone.
Holy shit.
On Rodek, that is going to be a natural 20. And so
Where's a grave cleric when you need one?
So let's go.
Different campaign. Wah, wah.
I'm gonna do
that one on
the
Saturday.
piercing and the hold on. So that's 8d6, and so I'm going to do the piercing and
Is this considered a weapon attack?
yes.
Actually.
Gotta maintain game state.
12, 17, 21, 22, 26, 30, 35, 37, 41, 44, 49, 50, 56 points of bludgeoning and piercing damage. And then I gotta roll fire as well.
Don't forget to subtract 3.
I did. I did. Thank you.
And 13 points of fire damage. And then we're gonna get one on Vandrus because he's next.
That was savage.
Yep.
That's gonna hit.
Yep.
As he smashes his fire shield into you. I'm gonna do piercing and bludgeoning first.
Sure.
I'm gonna roll fire. So piercing and bludgeoning is 12, 13, 15, 18, 22
Please stop
plus
counting.
7 is 29.
Holy
Oh, and I gotta roll fire. 10 points of fire damage.
Yay.
As an Annulin. Annulin, that's gonna hit.
Stop! What'd you get?
I got a 30.
Oh, just
I got a dirty 30.
Her AC is 31.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Huh. I think you lying.
Dirty 30.
10, 14, 17,
The
17
double
plus 24 points of piercing and bludgeoning, and then 8 points of fire.
4. So 28.
Yep.
Okay. It's not.
You will all die here. And with that,
Fucking might.
it is it is Pucha.
Annulin's turn.
It's Annulin's turn.
No doggy?
Pucho's
He already went.
Oh.
He attacked me
Just
and
split.
the big guy.
Oh, cool. Not for you, but big guy. Okay, so I am on the ground, so I would be disadvantaged.
Correct.
It's only half your movement to get up, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but I can't back away, so I'd still be disadvantaged with the bow.
Well,
Correct.
you could try to back away.
You can certainly try.
You're also very accurate.
He might just. Yeah, that's true.
I am gonna stand up, and I am not pointing away because I think I would.
No, but if you manage to put this guy back on his ass, I'm gonna
Yeah.
decimate him.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Rodek actually might before I get a chance.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stand up and just kind of lean back
Okay.
and fire just 2 more arrows right in his face.
Kill the giant!
Kill the giant! You hear me say.
So that's a.
That is a 31,
Oh, jeez.
and that
You're
is...
disadvantaged.
You're disadvantaged. Yeah, so
Oh,
take the
I'm
lower
sorry,
of those
the
two.
lower.
Which should still hit.
You need 21.
22.
21 hits.
Boom.
21 hits.
Roll one more. Put him on his ass.
Oh, that 16 will not hit.
16 will not hit. Let's roll damage. I'll roll his strength saving throw. You gotta be kidding me.
Nope. Sit down.
He falls. He falls on his ass.
Thank
I haven't
God.
rolled higher than a 3.
The arrow hits him square in the chest.
17 damage.
Knocks
It
the wind out of
flies and he falls down. Why do I keep slipping? And 17.
Because you're evil.
It's the pleasant flumes.
Not so pleasant. Never mind. We're gonna be here all night if that happens. Rodek, you're up.
Kill him.
I will.
You're prone.
Stand up and
I
kill
am
him.
prone. I will stand up. I'm prone.
I heard that, but I wasn't going to say anything.
I will stand up. And,
mome rats.
We're
all glib or something.
He would have taken. He needs to make a con saving throw. Sorry, and he takes 2 damage.
Natural 20.
Con?
Yeah.
13.
He fails. So I'm gonna go in now with 3 attacks. So the first one is they're all advantage. It's gonna hit.
Yep.
That's gonna hit.
Big one.
That's gonna hit.
You can have one if you want.
And then that is going to be.
Cucumber.
You know what? I'll make it
pickles
another
is that
menacing
like
attack. Wait, was he disadvantaged during all that?
What?
A pickle?
Yeah.
He should. Whatever.
They're
We
pickles.
can do it next time. Or
Yeah, they
whatever.
come from cucumbers.
I know.
1, 2,
Pickled
3,
cucumber.
4, 5, 6.
No, it's not.
Oh, he wasn't.
Pick me up.
I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. Okay, so I'm going to make one of those a menacing attack. Wisdom saving throw.
I don't know what that was supposed to be. I was going to do the hard
Natural
heavy.
20 on the wisdom. Well, I'll keep the fear because I didn't use it, so
Okay.
he's afraid.
Okay.
He's afraid.
9,
Whoa.
18,
I can't do that
There it
thing.
is. Itsy bitsy spider.
22,
Thing.
22, 26, plus
I don't know how to do that.
Gang slams, you should probably.
26 plus 18 is 26, 36, 42 slashing damage.
You slice into him as he's on the ground, and his eyes are wide. He's like, "No, dwarves are meant to be crushed." And with that,
and I will second wind as a
I don't
bonus
know.
action.
Okay,
I'll show you
do
after the
that.
stream. It's easy.
I don't know. You showed me last time we played.
Did I?
With that, it's Sylvie's turn.
I'm gonna mount him,
Okay.
and then I'm
jeez.
gonna try and convince him to go to the other side of the room.
Okay. Could you make an animal handling check for me?
Am I at advantage because he's my friend?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's how that works.
It's social interactions, yeah.
15.
15. And could you describe what you're doing?
So I'm like scratching his haunches like a puppy, and then slowly climbing onto his back, and I'm just like whisper,
We're gonna get you a big fat dwarf to eat later. Not that one, but a different one. We're gonna get you a big fat dwarf, one for each head. But we gotta go this way. Oh, is that a ball? Oh, there are bones over there. Let's go chew on them. Come on,
15?
come on.
15? Okay, I'm
To
gonna roll.
follow Azul.
Welcome.
I'm gonna roll my insight. So the other one failed his insight check. Let's see if these two do. And that
Oh,
is
you have to roll for each
a
head?
3. I'm rolling for each head to see if they and 3 and a
wacky
5.
shenanigans.
And so immediately they were all like, "Hurr," they saw like Vanis, he's just a snack. And then immediately like, "Hurr?
He's looking like a snack.
Did someone say dwarven snack?"
and I just want to ride him like over here to like rummage around.
Yeah.
Wait, how many heads does it have?
3.
Great. And so Sylvie, well, it's not his turn yet. So it seems to you are easily able to use half of your movement to mount the dog because it makes it so easy for you.
Perfect.
And you are now mounted atop. Well, it is hot to touch. Are you fine with that? It would be very clear to you that that it's like flaming and is covered in fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on my broom then, but like close to its
Okay,
head.
I would say that
Kind of
you're
directing
a carrot
it.
on a stick. You're a gnome on a
Yeah,
stick.
I'm a
Literally.
gnome on a stick.
Yeah, literally. Okay, so you do that, and so yeah, you're floating up there.
Are you going to fly over here to have him chase you?
On his turn, yeah, we're gonna go over there. So basically, could I just use my movement?
Yeah, you
then
should
to
go
with
with
them?
yeah. With that, it is Vanish's turn.
I'm gonna stand up,
Okay.
and I'm going to attack this guy at advantage.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my elven accuracy to reroll one of the dice.
You got this.
It's still gonna hit. It ain't a crit.
It should be a t-shirt.
So that's going to be 10, 15. Oh boy, this one's not as good. Plus 4 is 19. Plus 6 is 25. Plus 6 is 31.
31? Okay.
31 points of damage.
Okay.
Not bad. Not great.
With that...
Actually pretty atrocious.
You stab into him. Oh, you humanoids! And with that, the entire cavern begins to shake. I need everyone except for Sylvie, because she's on a broom, to make a strength saving throw as you feel a loud burst of heat as it washes over all of you.
Do I lose any kind of being grappled? It doesn't affect my...
No, I don't think
Okay. 15?
Was that all of us again?
The three of you, yeah. So, 15. You manage to hold your footing, Dandris.
27.
26, so do you, as it shakes around. It's incredibly violent.
18?
18. Yeah, you manage to hold your ground, and he's already prone as a burst of heat washes over you from the tunnel ahead. As it starts to shake violently,
That's not good.
You hear a loud as a rock falls and smashes two of the Iron Maidens. As this chamber seems to be rumbling horrifically, and he spits up blood, and he's like, "No, I was promised glory, my loyalty for Tanziri," and he's going to stand up. Oh no, it's Poochie's turn. Poochie's gonna go over there and he's gonna just fucking chow down on whatever some Scooby snacks.
What, is that just a pile of body parts?
Yeah, it's like bones and body. Yeah, so it begins to chow down the little last remnants of what this female
You
Pooch.
you just eat all of it.
Okay, with that,
Get the
he's
femur,
gonna
get it.
stand up.
So he's going to take 6 points of necrotic damage, and he has to make a con saving throw.
Very rough.
You lick that face, you like it because there's bones in there. No.
6. And you see King Krem's curse seep into him, and he kind of spits up a little bit, blood. He's gonna make a con saving throw, he said? Mm-hmm. Con, 19.
So he passes.
He passes,
the
it
curse
drops.
is gone.
Damn.
The curse is gone. And so... he can't... let me see if he recharges his shield.
What's the most
He doesn't.
you've ever racked that up before?
I think only 2.
Damn, you never got 3?
I think I've never gotten 3.
Damn.
It's hard. It's a tough one to do, you know?
What do you have to do?
They have to keep failing con saving throws.
And with that, he's going to take his whip, and he already has Vandra, so he's going to get the... and he's going to have advantage on that because it is a whip attack.
Normal.
Normal. You're right. 24.
That hits, and now he's advantaged.
And
I'm gonna take half of this. I'm gonna uncanny dodge
as
this.
he chains you, as you take 3d12 bludgeoning
Jesus,
damage.
this could be bad.
I'll try one. They're probably too spicy for me. They're not spicy at all.
Have you met me?
Yeah.
25 plus 7 is 32 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I'll take half of that.
As it strangles you. And then he's going to look at you, at Annulin and Rodak, and try to bash you with his shield.
Oh, go.
And that is a natural 1 on Annulin, and then Rodak,
It's spicy, but it's good.
21.
21 hits.
No, it does not.
You manage to parry it as he... So that's all his turn, and he's looking very, very rough. Okay, Annulin, you're up.
You got him.
Taking the
him.
dog out of the
Time.
fight helps. Sorry, Mike.
Put him down,
You know?
Bo.
This is what happens.
But it's disadvantaged.
Oh no.
It would have been a natty 20, but instead it's a 23.
You can't miss.
I was
Oh,
disadvantaged for
he
that,
missed.
Rich, by the way.
Huh?
21 is
Disadvantage for that. I just want to let you know because he's feared.
Oh, yeah.
Put him down again. Knock him over again. Strength saving throw.
Well, hold on.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, you might want
all
to.
How does that even happen?
Huh? Bad luck.
That's something.
That's when you eat habanero.
I blame
almonds.
Mickey.
Yeah.
It's an 11
Points of damage.
How do you do this?
Yes! Thank you, Jesus.
Do you know how many hit points he had left?
1.
11?
1.
So had I rolled 1 more on my curse,
Yep.
he would have died.
Yep. One more.
What if I had rolled 1 fucking point of damage?
Ugh.
Okay, so does he get knocked down? Yay or no?
Abby, Kel's got
yes,
3 ones.
he gets knocked down, and he's like, "Yes, this is the one!" And you see once again the arrow turn into the force fist. I'm so close! Boosh, and it knocks him down. And as he falls down, he looks at you like, "Wait a minute, you look familiar.
I do, don't I?
I was in Syria, you." How do you do this?
Anymore. And so I'm gonna just. I guess that arrow knocks him down. So okay.
However you want to do this.
Okay. I'm gonna kick him down.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take the arrow and fire it just right between his.
Pull my string harder!
I'm gonna fire it in like through his fire beard and just into his neck.
Okay, so he's you knock him down, and you hear, "Oh yes, this is the money shot." As you pull the arrow
And
back.
I'm just anything my bow's saying, I'm just saying I'm repeating in my voice.
It's the money shot.
I can't wait to watch his life leave his eyes.
And he's incredibly weak. He looks down, he's like, Garmadar, help me! No, you are that puny. And you pierce the arrow. Yes! As the arrow pierces in, and your bow celebrates. And with his eyes roll back, and he collapses to the ground in front of you. Okay, with that, Sully's flying, and the dog is eating pleasantly the horrible corpses of the remains of the humanoids.
Sylvie, what do we do?
Oh, I don't know. I named her Pootsy.
All right, let's kill Pootsy.
Don't you dare! I will do it right now.
She's killed countless people.
She's just a Pootsy that needs to eat.
To eat slaves.
But that's only because that's what they fed her.
Yeah.
Hey, Pootsy, are you nice to me? Pootsy, hello?
All 3 heads like snarl at you and then go back.
Why are you antagonizing her? She's trying to eat her dinner.
Can we just leave her here?
Yep.
How long does that last, by the way?
An hour.
An hour, wow.
Well, let's. Oh, we have to come back through here, don't we?
We could drag his body into her cage, and then when she goes in to eat him, we could just close her cage and lock her in there.
Oh, but then she'll eat him and then eventually starve to death.
He probably weighs like thousands of pounds.
Yeah, but
What's a pound?
Pounds.
He's talking about his weight.
Fantasy,
You've got a bruise
Yeah, it's not looking good.
on your entire body.
Yeah, that too.
Even the inside of your ears are bruised.
I'm not surprised. Okay.
You popped a blood vessel in your left eye. Your nose is bleeding.
Are we killing this thing or not?
No,
It's your turn.
It's
if we're still in
Pootsy.
combat, it's your turn.
I don't think we're in combat. Are we?
Well, you're in combat, yeah. I mean,
Technically.
So Rodek, what are you doing?
I will walk up to it, and all that stuff happened, and that would have been my turn. So it's
Okay,
Sylvie's turn
Sylvie.
now.
No, it's Pootsy. I'm not gonna hurt her.
can we send her back to wherever she came from?
I don't know, can you?
I don't know. Can you?
Nope.
Okay.
Not a grave cleric.
I just start to hobble and limp towards the other side of the room and say, "Don't fucking look at me. You guys deal with this." And as a bonus action, I'll pop a potion and start drinking it.
Okay, you down a potion.
I think I only have,
Sylvie, is that
I have
your
one
turn?
greater.
Yep.
Okay, Vandris, you're out. So Vandris, you're
That's
down
my
a
turn.
potion.
I'm gonna walk.
You are out of combat for all intents and purposes.
I'm just gonna
because
work on
dog
leaving
is
the room.
distracted.
Fuck this, and I'm drinking a potion as I walk towards the other side of the room.
Let's bring her with us. Maybe she can help.
So
us
this
through.
is what I will say though, Vanders, I wouldn't recommend going in there until we figure out what's going on, because if for some reason, this takes longer than an hour, then we're gonna have to deal with everything in the other room and Pootsie, so we should really consider what we're gonna do about this
Then
first.
make your decision quickly, please.
Is there a cage anywhere?
Yeah, there's the very large kennel. There's actually two. The one was the kennel for Pootsie, for Garmadar, and the other is a clear cage for prisoners. You see there's a skeleton chained up in there, and you see as you take the time to kind of look around the room, you actually see that there's a variety of torture implements. But as you kind of go, you see at his on the table, his hand was kind of reached out and grasping towards something on the table as he was dying. And you take a look and you see that there's actually 4 bottles, these very large bottles of something called Ember Tonic. That seems to be written in Giant, that I guess whoever would be able to read Giant is able
I
to...
can read that.
While they're like talking about this, after I've downed the potion, I'm rummaging through my backpack again, and I pull out a jar of this black oil, and I open it, and I start slathering it all over my body, and I'm gonna take 10 minutes to apply oil of slipperiness.
You do that.
It casts freedom of movement on me.
Vander just lubes himself up as he, very fucking clever.
What are you doing?
Just please decide what we're doing. I'm preparing for the next fight.
He's putting a salve on himself because he's covered in bruise.
That's exactly what I'm doing, yes. I'm like slicking it through my hair and like scrubbing it all over my
Found
body.
these things on the table here.
What do they do?
Manacles.
I read aloud.
There are manacles. They seem to be filled with this strange orangish like liquid, but it feels goopy. It does seem to be like it's called a miracle tonic. And you kind of smell it and you get the sense like that like really bad, awful like cologne smell that you got from him is probably this as well. It's a very similar smell.
Alright, it looks like Vandris is gonna be at that for a while. Let me take a look.
Yeah, see if you can figure it out.
I'm gonna grab
It smells
them.
like him.
And my hands will kind of pulse with molten fire light, or forge light.
Oh no, Rodek's about to combust into fire.
And I cast Identify.
You can't identify. Oh, how does that work?
You just tell us what it is.
oh.
Well, so hold on. So I choose one object that I must touch while casting the spell. If it's a magic item or some other magic-imbued object, I learn its properties and how to use them, and whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any. I learn if any spells are affecting the item, what they are, and if the item was created by a spell, I learn which spell created it.
You find this is something called Ember Tonic. It is crafted from reagents of the elemental plane of fire. And it takes 1 minute to drink the whole big old bottle, but if you do, you enjoy the benefits of a short rest. In 1 minute.
Alright, we don't have much time. These things will help us. It'll take about a minute to get down, but you'll feel much better afterwards.
Whatever. I totally get it down in like 12 seconds.
Alright, race you?
Yeah, because I used to participate in hot dog eating contests. I could swallow a hot dog whole.
Oh.
This isn't a hot dog. Good luck.
I try to chug faster than Sylvia.
Take one
You all
over
take
to
the
Vandris and
Straight D20 roll to see who gets there
Let's do
first.
it.
As Rodek, you're walking away, and a blast
Again.
of heat as it rumbles. Rodek, I need you to make a strength saving throw to see if you fall and drop all of them. I need all of you to make a
Did I
strength
give
saving throw.
all of them to you?
Yeah, I was holding all of them.
Why?
I need all of you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh dear lord.
Hold on. What's an 8? I mean, 19? Or
Okay,
19?
alright, I'm okay with 19.
Okay.
It looked like a 3 from here.
No. We're good. We're good.
Strength saving throw.
I'm not strong at all.
I got
I'm gonna
6.
twist. I think I should twist that. Should I twist that?
think you
Is
just
that
I
what
think
fall
you
over.
just not go, right?
Oh, I thought
People
it
who
meant I
fail
dropped
just
the
fall
bottle.
over and they're not. I just wanted
I thought
to
if I
scare
fail,
you.
I drop the bottle.
I think I have all of them.
You have all the
currently.
bottles.
Oh.
And so Rodek and you.
Oh, this is from him.
Another burst as the ground starts to rumble even more violently than before as it bursts again, another blast of heat as Rodek, you stumble forward and a jar slips out of your hand. You manage to grab it and a massive stone falls onto the table, shattering it. All of the torture implements and still a bit rumbly, and there's still that constant rumbling, but you are all managed to get your grounds again.
So Sylvia and I are chugging.
So we're consuming these potions.
Yes.
So do it again.
Yeah, do it again. 15.
You chug faster than me. I got 11.
You're right, these aren't hot dogs. They're so much more wet.
What? After I've chugged this potion, I'm slick with this disgusting looking like goop all over my body. I go back into my pack again and I pull out 2 more potions. Well, I've had these for a while, and I suppose I need to give one to someone. Who's feeling the least heroic here?
I believe I have one of those, so I'm feeling all right.
Does anyone want one of these potions that will make you feel more heroic?
I think I've got a couple as well.
Well, screw me for not. Sylvie,
Wait, what?
would you like one of these potions?
Why?
It will make you feel more heroic.
I have one. Actually, I have 2 of them.
Well, okay. Fuck me for being generous. I put the other one back in and I pop the cap and I down a potion of heroism.
Okay, you down it. And you chug the potion. You feel more heroic. You feel like you're a hero that could take on everything.
Gives you bless spell for an hour
As-
and 10 temporary hit points. I'm using mine.
Yeah, I want to use that too.
Okay, you are all downing, and you hear another another blast of heat washes over you, and you're low enough that it doesn't singe, but it is incredibly warm. You start to sweat as you see that orange glow up ahead as you rumble around, and as it rumbles, the 3-headed hellhound next to you is finishing up the meal, and it's looking a little restless. And it's starting to like, and they start to kind of bicker, fighting over the last scraps.
So 10 temp HP, and then we have the bless spell, basically, right?
Yes.
For what?
1 hour.
For potion of heroism.
Yeah.
Oh, if you drink it.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna down mine. Oops. Or do I want to do that? I think I do. That was pretty deadly, and he was some just stupid old fire giant.
And bless just adds D4 to everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not everything, right? Or is it everything? I thought it was one is like
It's not ability checks. It's
attack rolls.
attack rolls
Attack
and
rolls
saving
and
throws.
attack rolls and saving throws.
That's
Right.
all you
Okay.
need.
Right.
Holy
That's
shit.
the important one.
And
So, yeah, I'll
guidance
take
does
one
the-
too.
Right. Guidance is the
I'll take
opposite.
one as well.
It's just
Okay.
ability checks.
You all feel incredibly heroic now. You all down your potion and you kind of sit for a moment as the ground rumbles. The torture of your mother, Annulin, slain by your own hand. The strongbow is going off. It's like, great shot, master! You are truly a great hunter of giantkin!
I'm really trying, thank you.
Are we true heroes now? Are there more giants to kill?
Well, there's something else to kill and probably more giants, but I've got something different right now.
Something different? Not giants?
It's very large.
I'm sleepy.
So,
This is gonna make a really
so
inappropriate joke.
I have a question for all of you. How many potions do you have to keep yourself alive if you need it?
None.
Cool, here's a superior health potion for you. How many potions do you have to keep yourself alive?
I have 1 superior and 3 greater.
Great.
That's plenty.
Annulin, how many potions do you have to keep yourself
I
alive?
have 1 superior
Great.
and 7 greater.
Lovely. Vandrus,
How do you have so many potions?
I don't use them.
Vandrus, here are 2 more. That's
Just in
3
the back.
superior for you.
All right. Well, I guess I can't die. Ever.
Holy shit. So we're doing this.
So that's good. Let's see. Also, Rodic, how do you feel about getting enlarged?
What do you mean?
So, I have this potion I've been saving because I was thinking either it'd be really cool to be a super, super tiny gnome or a really big gnome. And so when you drink it, you decide whether you want to be... No, you don't. Never mind. You just get tiny.
I wouldn't like
You
that.
shouldn't have told him. It would have been funny.
Yeah, that was a mistake. Oh, well.
Next time. All right.
Are we all
But I'm
ready?
pretty sure that when people try to hit you with when you have it on, that they're at disadvantage.
But don't I do...
Well, with strength, yeah. Like your strength gets real bad. But what do you need that for? You're a cleric of Morden.
We should go. This should be
Did we lock up the dog?
What?
Did we lock up the
The
dog?
dog is now finishing the meal, and they're starting to bark and
we
as
have
they're
done
starting to
nothing with
look a
this dog.
little.
We should lock the dog up.
So it's been almost an hour, so we'll take a short
No,
rest.
we took a short
No.
rest when we took that tonic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Give us a short rest.
Okay.
So yeah, it's been probably 10 minutes at this point, and the dog, it's still charmed, but the distraction that you had done seems to be wearing off at this point, and it's starting. You can see the wild, vicious, evil hunger in its eyes, despite it being charmed.
I will go try to drag it to a cage, I guess, or I don't know. Sylvie, can you just ask it to walk into one of its kennels?
Yeah, watch.
And I'm gonna take one of the like legs of something and throw it in.
Go get it! Go get it, Pootsie! Go get it!
Make an animal handling check at advantage, please.
Go Bootsy.
Go Bootsy. 18.
18. So with that, Rodek approaches and all three has and immediately Sylvie waves the leg and they all turn and dive after it. And with that, you're easily able to slam the cage shut. And you see the big iron keyring on what is his name? Thorgin's waist, and you are easily able to lock it. It's into the special metal to be resistant to the hellish flame that this creature produces.
All right, that's that. Are we ready to move on?
Yep. Goodbye, Pootsie. I'll miss you forever. See you later.
I'm so sorry you're gonna starve to death.
Yep, bye. It's better than us stabbing you into multiple heads.
We need
Bye.
to kill her as fast as we possibly can.
Hey, that's not nice to say about your friend, Annulin. I'm sorry. I'm gonna kill you real slow, okay?
I look at the door.
I'm already like waiting outside the door. I'm literally just standing there like tapping my rapier on the ground.
Whistling.
You all gather yourselves, and you see that there's a metal, a black steel bridge over this little crag of magma in the edge of this room, and you all feel the heat as it hits you. And you continue on your way. The pathway upwards gets narrower and narrower as the heat gets stronger and stronger. And you begin to feel the volcano shake and rumble as it's not slowing down. It's not the immediate burst that you had felt, but it is a steady rumble, and once again, this strange droning from some kind of machine as it's bursting heat, and you continue to make your way higher and higher, and then you finally see, as the tunnel that you're in gets narrower and narrower, this doesn't seem to be a fire giant make at all, especially Rodok, you notice this. This seems, not even Dragonborn, this seems primordial. As you see up ahead, finally, the winding tunnel end at an opening, and you see a brilliant, horrific, orangish reddish glow as the heat continues to burst out, and you hear the rattling of metal, and you hear the swirling of energy, of magic, and you hear the rattling of a machine, and you hear a voice that seems to be both laughing but also grunting and groaning in pain. As you feel the pebbles from the ceiling, as you are all,
So you don't see anything. This is like
you
sort
see
of-
the entrance up ahead as it goes up. You haven't gone to see what's beyond in this opening hole.
She's doing something. We should go.
Thank you for the research.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to hustle and basically be like, come on, and I'm gonna.
Okay, you're all running up.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
think there's any reason to stealth at this point.
so you all begin to steel yourselves. You have your potions of heroism, and you all sprint. You make your way up to the entrance, the exit of this tunnel. The heat blasts you as the tunnel empties out into a huge volcanic vent chamber aglow with the light radiating from the magma 100 feet below you and cascading slowly down from various flues at the edges of the space. A stone ramp, now cracked from the seismic chaos, leads downward, connecting to what looks like a colossal spike of obsidian, suspended in the air by 6 massive black steel chains anchored into the walls of this cavern. Its flattened top forming a relatively level surface where empty weapon carts lay tipped over and rumbling along with the mountain that surrounds all of you. At the far end of the chamber, you see an enormous contraption built from black steel and brass into the very volcano itself, with numerous pipes directing molten metal into bored holes in the walls and off to other parts of Svarog. This mighty blast furnace pulses and shakes with violent primordial fire, as you now see whirling, swirling fiery discs in the air surrounding it, all blasting into its central blazing gate. It's great. On a second look, you notice that through these vortexes of bright red energy, you can see not the other side of this magma chamber, but what looks like windows into a world of flame. You see a vast sea of flowing lava, great crags of fire-topped obsidian, skies filled with ash and ember. And in one of these glimpses, you can see faintly something shimmering and shifting in the heat, like staring directly at a mirage. But what you see within is unmistakably a massive, sprawling city. A giant, the color of brass. At the center of this shimmering city rises what can only be called a palace, grander than the grandest castles of your imagination. Connecting all of these portals is an inferno of molten energy, bursting out of every pore of the tough red genie skin of Enziri, the Exiled, who stands at the edge of this obsidian platform, her eyes wide with a sickening mixture of agony and wicked delight as her body strains. Her armor, her jewelry, her feathered adornments hum with magic, all of it. Her blood vessels pulse, her muscles bulge and then contract, impossibly taut, as if her very life force is being channeled into the gateways that are all blasting at the exact same point. And it is not the blast furnace itself, you now realize. Amidst the sweltering conflagration within the furnace's central hearth, behind a dark metal grate, you all see one huge orange egg, and it's shaking. And that's where we'll end the session.
Holy shit!
Oh my god.
And why don't let's just flip the map to see what that looks like.
Oh, the flip it? Hello, Nuclear Nova.
Wait, which map?
This one.
Flip it to see what it looks
the
like.
big one?
Yeah, the big one.
Oh, I thought you meant this little guy.
Don't flip
that. Don't flip that. Oh my gosh, Mike, flip the map.
Oh, this is so exciting. We never get a big reveal.
Yeah, let's remember the buffs for next time.
He never does that.
I wrote mine down.
Yes, everyone remember your buffs.
Oh wow.
Careful, watch them.
Holy crap.
Oh, flip this way.
Holy crap.
Oh my gosh! Get the map! Get the map!
That's insane.
Look how high I have to raise this.
Oh my gosh!
We've got a hell of a fight on
Can
our
you put
hands.
a mini down there?
Yeah, for scale.
And we don't have Prime next week.
No, we don't.
Oh no! So we gotta wait 2 weeks for this boss
Is
fight.
that the egg?
So is the egg gonna be in there?
The egg is in the grate, so that is the like
Right
a
here?
big central chimney
Oh,
business.
I see.
So that's really the blast furnace there.
That's the blast furnace.
Mike, you did like fiery shading and shit.
Yeah, I figured out
God,
how
you
to.
really care about us. I'm sorry we laughed at you and made you run downstairs earlier.
Yeah, where's the penis? Can we find it real quick? Is
On here?
This sort of a penis?
I mean, that's just the north directional cardinal thing.
Oh, a penis, a penis.
A penis.
Happiness. Anyway,
We're not done though.
We're not done.
What's next?
Yeah,
I go cut us
right
over
there.
here.
That?
Yeah.
What kind of penis
it's
is
a
that?
ball sack. The penis goes out.
Oh,
and it's
I
got
see it,
little-
I see it.
It could be like a hieroglyphic
Yeah.
penis.
It's a little hieroglyphic penis.
A hieroglyphic penis. It is an abstract penis.
I knew I would find one.
Nikki, I saw you intently looking. I'm like, what the fuck is she doing?
See, I almost kind of think that this was smeared.
Always
This is
looking.
almost like a negative space penis.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
a negative space penis.
Not a
don't even know
space
what that
penis, a
means.
negative space penis. Not a
So-
grumpy space penis.
Yeah, we're gonna have a hell of a fight on our hands.
Oh man. I'm so excited.
Well, thanks everyone. We're not done. We're gonna have a vacation and chill. We talk about the session, favorite moments, share theories. A little bit of an early night. Everyone's tired, so I thought it was a great opportunity to make sure everyone. It's 10:30. 10:30.
Wow.
So a little earlier
little
than
early.
normal, but everyone's we can all get to bed.
Crazy.
It also would have been like a 4-hour boss fight.
Yeah,
we
no,
would have been here
we-
till like 2 in the morning.
Basically, the session ends when it
As
ends,
much as
but
I'd
yeah.
love to.
I'm so excited. My only regret is that rock. Actually, I'm gonna save that for Adventures and Chill.
Do it.
Okay.
Get
Get
ready.
down, and we'll be over in like a minute. We'll see you in a minute.
Don't anybody go anywhere.
Bye. Goodbye.